really bad noises.
I also own a farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Okay, so corn's kind of doing its thing aggressively, which is cool. I'm gonna walk in further because outside rows are always more unique, but let me see. Somebody said, go check your corn. It's probably drier than you think. I don't know. At the same point, I'd like it to be really dry because drying costs are expensive and corn's not really worth a whole lot. But I will see. Not a spectacular ear, but I didn't want to pick the best of the best out there. It is definitely getting a lot drier than I thought. Still wetter than it should be. 26%. It's still wet. Well, it's not as dry as I'd like it to be, but it is drying fast. Our weather of 60-something degree weather has been very, very nice. We're gonna go check some rented ground though on our way through, and I gotta go get my pickup. That's really what we're doing. So corn is doing its thing though. It is drying down, so it'll be nice to combine. Hopefully this weather sticks around for another month and we'll be really good. Well, here's the finished product. Yeah, town did it up good. So that's part of living in the town, exactly where crossovers, you supply the pipe, they come in and actually dig the ditches. So they've done quite a bit of ditch digging, but I don't think they've hit lane cross at all this year, which is where we are on. So it looks good though. They dug it. That's where that material. And then, oh yeah, this is gonna be so much better. So Isaiah actually put a rock up on the top here, but this might settle in some when we get done up here. We will push the piles out of the way and we will burn them. But got it cleared right up, which brings sunlight back into the corner here and should help out everything grow. The bears have been seen on Larry's camera quite a bit more, so that makes me nervous. But I'm pretty excited about this laneway in and out. Well, access, because we are going to go across the road, but also gives us ability to load out of the back or come in from the back. And they clearly know what they're doing. They put the correct end going uphill. Granted, there's not a ton of water that comes down through here, but I didn't want to make a mess crossing over and stuff like that. And yeah, appreciate you guys. I live in a good town. Everybody I've come across has been really awesome, but that is part of living in the town. So see, they marked it out to make everything happen. I'm gonna take the tractor up and we are gonna see if the fence is down, if it got ripped down, of what happened, because the calves went out on a little adventure. So we're gonna venture around and just see. I don't know where my fence tester is. The cameras are going off. Hank was chasing. Once that's done, the calves can go back out there and hang out on that. Not much grass, so I've been feeding them hay in the barn, which has been awesome. We got to actually get a few more animals so that we can feed silage, because I think that's a big part of them in the winter. Then I can mess with this. But let me fire the 27 up and go see. Yeah, so they've been hanging out down here. I got some help with the gate, but we're gonna cruise up there and just see. It had to have gotten ripped down. That's why temporary fence. Last year I didn't have an issue, but this year, well, she told me the fence is off, so we got a conductor there. I really got to mow and weed whack this down now that stuff's dying, and it looks good actually. Okay, we're good. You're in charge. As you see, there's trees touching and stuff. That drastically drains the power on it. That is on the list, but it was the same way last year, and I just never fenced it because I never thought we were gonna, well, yeah. It's not the big thing on the list, but the calves getting out annoys me, so this winter, well, after harvest, we're gonna go ahead. I don't know why I'm walking, but it's good exercise, I guess. But as you see, the fence is ripped down. So something pulled through it. Yeah, bent that right over. So deer coming out of the corn that are running or something, that'll do it. Every night I've come home, there's just been deer chilling down by the fence. I know there's people that say you got to kill them. Our outside rows are definitely hammered by deer. But at the end of the day, it is part of being in this area. And Larry's been very religious on hunting and working. Same with other neighbors that I have. So I'm just gonna straighten these up. Hopefully we'll keep an eye on the boys. I'm thinking if I bring them in every night, let them out in the morning. But this week we are close to home. It does help having help. She will pull this fence tight so I can see exactly what went on here. And I'll walk down through it. Checked other corn, 26 to 28%. So it's great for high moisture right now, but we got some drying weather for the next week. Okay, so after being here for, well, this is our second season using this fencer that had been in here for a while. It's dead. So pigs are having the time of their life in here. They will be leaving shortly. Yeah, within the next 2 weeks. So we'll miss them, but we'll have more pigs next year. But it will be good. They've been awesome. I'm very content with them. Look at you, look amazing. Okay, out with the old and with the new. Says fence is okay. Went with the big one, so 120 miles. We do not have 120 miles of fence, but the output joules and the stored joules, that's the big thing. Especially if we have some down lines, it's still a very hot fence. So we're gonna go check it and see exactly where we're at with some of it. So makes sense why the calves got out. The fence wasn't working at all. So they trust the wire, but once they test the wire, then that's it. Okay. Oh, all the bars up through. So right now, the back here is not hooked together. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll walk up and test that fence that runs across. Makes a lot of sense. So right now we should not have anything laying on it. I think it's gonna flash that the fence is not okay once we're, or hopefully it keeps going. But we'll check it once we close this. So it's plastic on plastic. That is hot. Okay, so I got it connected together now, and we will see what it's staying off of here. And that should all be good up to there. I'll probably walk up and check it just to know, but it's all the way up still. That's a hot fence. That's hot. Nope. Okay. Good thing I came up and checked it. Okay, so there we go. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yep. That's a hot fence. Whew. Okay. Oh, they're moving bales across the road. That's good. Alrighty. I think I got a little bit of time. I can mess with the 46, maybe see if that buggy works. Well, boys are out on pasture, enjoying their lives. Cleaning this up a little bit. Part of farming. If you're gonna use something, it's gonna break someday. So who knows how old that fence charger is, but didn't owe me anything. New one, hopefully we get quite a while out of it. Okay, so it was sold as a 1000 PTO auger, or grain buggy. I kind of had my suspicion that it's a 540, and as we see, 540 there. So we do have the adapter on here, and I know there's some people that get worked up every time we run with an adapter on anything. You know, that's just part of life for farming. You don't run it wide open. You run it half throttle, works out. So kind of make do with what you got. But let me get the rest of the PTO shaft out, and that will give us ability there. We got to find our couplers, which, let's see, we still got to put the toolbox back on. Need two hands. Okay, no couplers in here, so they got to be in the 75 on the side console, I would think, because what do we use any of that for? Everything should be off. We're gonna have to get hydraulic lines. Peace of mind. Rather not blow one. Cheap enough to do that. Probably do all these because, as you see, I'm worried the second I move any of this is gonna blow. But some come up to here. We got lights that need to get wired properly. That'll be a big part. I don't know what they did there. Oh, that's the light for the side that ran to some other thing. Okay. Wonder if it's wired right. Okay. That's in. Hydraulic lines. Getting those hooked up, we'll make sure that it spins freely before we put the PTO on. I'm gonna go with it spins freely, but I do see that the bolt is broken off right here, so we'll have to get that hammered out. It spun, so that's something we got to do there. Shear bolt, but grease fittings down the bottom. Change the oil. I did lubricate, put a bunch of grease on that one. Does this only go one way? It might only go one way. Oh. Okay. Okay, theoretically, we can see if it wants to open the door. So there's no indicator on the door actually opening or closing, but there is hydraulic lines inside, rubber lines that will get changed. So at the end of the day, what do we have? 8 lines to get changed. I still, tire bothers me, but it is what it is at this moment. Alrighty, let me give it a try. 4640. It was 29 degrees this morning. I'm sure it's happy. Not bad. Alrighty, so number 1 should be our fold and unfold. I can't see it. Okay, so there we go. Auger is going up and out. That's pretty freaking tall, to be honest. Huh. I'm thinking about putting a camera on it. So that works. If that chute was a little bit longer or better, we could probably make it better, something. But that is pretty freaking tall. Huh. I did not expect that. It folded nicely. Everything looks to line up nicely. It does have cushions in between, so we can put new weather strip in there. That will seal it up better. Not the end of the world. The grease fitting there that we'll get. Not bad. Okay, gate is all the way open right now. So if we pull back, it should shut it. Gate is shut. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. Doing pretty good so far. But the thing that really matters is the auger. So I'll pull straight now. Clearly you can see. We should get some good mirrors on this. It will make her... Honestly, so there's a bunch of people that, oh, you need a corner post, corner auger. That thing goes up there pretty tall. I can see everything I need to see. That's like super tall. Well, it works. No really bad noises. That one's turning up there. It's a good sign. Alrighty, I'm not gonna run it too long because we gotta grease things. Definitely gotta grease things and change gear oil and all that. That's what I wanted to know. So it is Sunday night. That's pretty slick. Lights are on. And they work. Oh my God, that is cool. So we just got to do the light on the outside, but otherwise that worked out pretty good. We got grease fittings to do, change gearbox oil, weld some things, check the tarp. I think the tarp looks pretty good, but I got to get out of here. So I appreciate you guys watching along. A little Sunday action. Sunday fun day. Got a bunch of stuff done for you guys behind the scenes. So this is gonna be a hell of a setup. I am pretty freaking excited for it. Like, unbelievably excited, actually. We're moving ahead every day. We're moving ahead somewhere. We might have 2 steps behind, but, well, no, 1 step forward, two steps forward, 1 step back. That's pretty much what we're doing, because we are always moving ahead. Well, appreciate you guys, and I am excited to run this setup. We got some stuff to do on this and that before corn, but we're getting closer by the day. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.